Assalamu alaikum friends. Today in this video lecture I am going to discuss about some useful and basic knowledge for civil engineers. And this knowledge is too much important which I am discussing in this video. And these are some useful 15 points which are too much important for every civil engineering student. Let's start. If this video is helpful for you, so must like and subscribe this channel with press bell icon to get notification for new updates civil engineering videos. Let's start. Basic knowledge for civil engineers to remember every time. Let's start. The first one is, many students they are asking that, sir, what is dead load? So remember that dead load means it's the self weight of structure or building. Dead load means it's a self weight of structure or building or anything in civil engineering. If you say it's dead load, so remember that this is self load of structure. Too much important. Now the second one is, DBC means damp proof course. It's the acronym of DPC. Damp, P mean proof, C mean course. So damp proof course. The thickness of DBC should not be less than 2.5 centimeter. It should be 2.5 centimeter. It should be not less than 2.5 centimeter. Now the third one is, if there is more than 5% moisture content in the sand, that should not be used for concrete mix. If the moisture quantity is more than 5%, so this is not suitable to use in concrete mix. Don't use more than 5% moisture in sand. Okay, if it's less than 5% moisture in sand, so you are able to use in concrete mix. If it's more than 5% moisture in sand, so it should not be used in concrete mix. The fourth one, the curing period of RCC is 28 days for each structure. Remember that for RCC, curing period is 28 days, not less than 28 days, okay? Because in 28 days, it can get 99% of strength, right? Now the fifth one is, the transverse reinforcement provided in column are called ties. And the transverse reinforcement provided in beam is called as stirrups. Now there is the difference between ties and stirrup. So in beam we use stirrups, but in column we use ties. So this is the example here. You can see here. Look here. So this is RCC beam, right? So in beam, the transfer, you can see this is transverse reinforcement. It's called transverse reinforcement. So transverse reinforcement is used in RCC beam and also in column. But if we use it in beam, so it's called stirrups. And in transverse reinforcement use in column, and it's called ties. Okay, you can see this one. The transverse reinforcement provided in column are called ties. So this is called ties. But when we provide it in beam, so it's called stirrups. It's very important, okay? Many students, they don't know about this, right? Now, we have here, we use stirrups in beam and ties in column are provided to handle the shear force and to keep the longitudinal bars in position. So it's very important question. That's why we use ties in column and why we use stirrups in beam and structure, okay? So remember that we use stirrups in beam and ties in column are provided to handle the shear force and to keep the longitudinal bars in position. So you can see here, look at this. So this is horizontal beam, right? So here we have longitudinal bars. So these horizontal bars are called here longitudinal bars. In column you can see the vertical bars. It's also called longitudinal bars. Okay, it means that ties and stirrups are used in reinforcement for what purpose? It's provided to handle shear force and to keep longitudinal bars in position. When we don't provide ties in column, and stirrups and beam. So the main bars will be moved. So we use ties and stirrups in RCC, beam and column to provide to handle shear force and also to keep the longitudinal bars in position, right? It will not move when we provide stirrups and beam and ties and column. It's very important, right? Now we have the fifth one. Now we have the eighth one, okay? That is M20 grade of concrete is used in construction of slab. So it's very important. Many students, they are asking that, sir, what kind of or which grade of concrete should be used in slab? For RCC slab, okay, or for construction of slab, we should use M20 grade of concrete, which ratio is 1.5 ratio 3 or 1, I will write here, okay, for M20. That ratio is, so M20, that is 1 ratio 1.5 ratio 3. 1 is cement, 1.5 is sand, and 3 is aggregate or crush, right? Now we have the ninth one. Hook length should not be less than 9D, where D is dia of bar or steel, which we are using in hook, okay? What is hook? You can see here. So we can say this is stirrup for, this is one steel, second, third, 4. Okay, these are hooks, okay? So we can calculate the length of hooks, okay? So L should be 9D. It can give us the length of hooks, right? Okay, so here you can see that hook length should not be less than 9D, where D is dia of steel bar, which we are using in stirrup, right? Now we have the 10th one. The rise and stairs is in between 150 millimeter to 200 millimeter. This is stair, okay? So this is riser, okay? So the riser height, okay, or the rise, you can see the rise and stair is between 150 millimeter to 200 millimeter. You can take height of riser. Now the 11th one, we have tread is in staircase, or tread and staircase is in between 250 millimeter to 300 millimeter. Okay, so this is called tread. Okay, so it should be between 250 millimeter to 300 millimeter in staircase, and the riser should be here. Height of the riser should be here 150 to 200 millimeter. Okay, now the 12th one is here. The slope or pitch. Okay, so this is staircase. We can say this is slope or pitch. Okay, so slope or pitch in staircase, pitch of the stair should be in between 25 degree to 40 degree. Means the angle of staircase, the pitch angle should be not, okay, it should be between 25 degree to 40 degree. So it will be suitable to use. Okay, it should be between 25 to 40 degree, the pitch angle in staircase, right? Now the 11th one we have here, the 13th one we have here. Unit weight of PCC is 24 kilonewton per meter cube. In RCC 25 kilonewton per meter cube. For steel 7850 kg per meter cube. Okay, this is steel unit weight. Okay, now here we have the 14th one. This is cement more than 3 months old cannot be used for construction. If the age of cement is more than 3 months, it's not suitable to use in construction works. Within 3 months, we have to use the cement. Otherwise, it should be not used in construction works if it's 3 months old. Okay, less than 3 months, we should use that cement in our building construction, right? Now the 15th one is standard size of brick. Okay, so standard size of brick is 19 centimeter by 9 centimeter by 4 centimeter, or 19 centimeter or sometime 9 centimeter by 9 centimeter. If there is any question, so you can comment, I will try to reply your answer. So every civil engineer should be learn these points. It's very important, right? So thanks for watching. See you in next video. Goodbye.